Welcome back, everyone. Think about this for just a moment. How would you like to celebrate the holidays in your newly remodeled kitchen? Sounds good, doesn't it? But where do you turn for ideas and inspiration? You turn to our next guest, of course. Jake Spurgeon is a designer with Mosby Building Arts, and he's been sort of disassembling in his mind our set and rebuilding it to bring it up to spec. So
it happened.
I know. You can take the designer out of the studio, but you can't take the studio out of the designer. So first question number one. If we want to be in a new kitchen by the time the holidays roll around so we can have that Norman Rockwell moment, when do we have to start that ball rolling?
Now.
I knew you were going to say that. That's not what we want to hear, but it's the truth, isn't it?
It is. It takes a lot of time to really evaluate a space and for a proper design team to go through your living spaces and holistically take a look at how every space interacts and to be able to execute and provide that finished space for entertaining.
Everybody seems to be hooked on the idea of the open concept kitchen right now. If that's new terminology to some of our viewers, explain that to us.
It's typically kitchens in some older homes might be very closed off because that was kind of traditionally how the home chef, lived, is in a closed off, confined space. Well, nowadays we live in our kitchen. We want it open, we want to be able to entertain, everybody crowds in there. It's important to get those walls knocked down if we can.
So we're showing some examples here, and we have some other examples too. There's some overlap here. Kitchen islands. I want to talk about kitchen islands for a moment because that can be a real point of versatility, can't it?
Yeah, it's a workhorse of the kitchen. You can have kids sit at the island when you're giving them lunches and breakfast and snacks. It's a place for prep. It's an area where you can have guests come in and help, prep meals, and you can communicate. The home chef can communicate with their guests while meal is being made. This
is how you know you're having a conversation with a real designer like Jake, when he starts talking about sinks and what a simple thing like a sink and thinking through how the sink's going to be used, where it should be placed, really is important, isn't it?
It is. It's important to take a look at, everybody has that double bowl sink typically, and that's just what they're used to. But I usually like to push my clients outside of the box and think about, what about a big, single bowl sink that you can put tons of pots and pans in? Or maybe you want something with a little bit of style that has that apron front sink for a farmhouse look.
Let's talk about appliances. Ovens, stoves, refrigerators, dishwashers. A lot of people think, I'll just run down to the big box store and grab something. If you're really going to make this an investment piece, you want to think through all of those things.
Yeah, this is a big area that I recommend clients splurge a little bit. Really take a look at what options are available and what new technology exists. You have convection cooktops. You have refrigerators now that have dual zone, separate compressors for the freezer, separate for the fridge so the air doesn't mix. There's just a ton of technology in appliances nowadays.
Jake, thank you so much. Giving us a lot to think about, but here's the deal, people. You heard the man. If you want the new kitchen in time for the holidays, clock's ticking. You got to do something about it now.
Yep.
Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it. You can call Mosby Building Arts, by the way, bounce some questions off of them, maybe come out to the house, take a look around, see what they've got to work with. 314-909-1800. Or if you really want to drool, go look at some of the photos on their website. That is callmosby.com. Nobody does it better in town here, guys.